Okay. Hey, that looks a lot better. What do you guys think? What are the odds these are, these are fixed? Oh, I'd go about 90-10, Mark. 90 against. So here, okay, so let me switch the camera away from. Okay, so Mark wanted to see like my setup here, so the mayor, and I know he's folding laundry. He said so. Thank you guys for all showing back up. I appreciate it. So there's the lap timer laptop over there with the old Logitech camera that I used to have, and that's what the picture-in-picture is, and then um, this one is the one that's got the Insta360 on that I'm pointing at there, and but both cameras have to be plugged into OBS so that I can use that one for the laptop for the lap timer. Hey, drama! Thanks, Tom, for showing up, man. Yeah, I beat the odds. Yeah, no, if I could do that with the lotto, it'd be great. But so here, let me get this off of this screen. And if anybody's got any questions on how I do this setup, obviously I fumble my way through it until it works. But I'm more than willing to try to help. And I notice that everything's a little delayed whenever I hit it, but that's all right. Yeah, Jim, I just watched that too. That was cool, man. Your track is looking awesome. I'm loving the diorama, by the way. So the audio's good, and we've got a decent picture, right? All right. Well, let's take a car around. Hey, I can see it. It's not a ghost car anymore. Well, see, yeah, that's what I get for being cheap is the free one. Crash. The joys of trying to upgrade at the same time. Ooh, what fun. Yeah, Mike. Yep. Okay, cool. Thank you, guys. All right. So, yay, yay, yay. Oh, don't ever say you can't treat an old dog new tricks, because obviously I learned a lot of them in the last couple of days. So now that we're back, let me see if I can't squeeze my head into the camera. Um, Thank you everybody for showing up again. So you saw I was just running a few laps with the what I call, this is my a runner Mustang on a Mega G Plus bone stock. Nothing's been done to it, and I call it the ingot. Just to, like I said, just to get warmed up. But first things I wanted to make sure was that the video and the audio and everything was all copacetic. So hope you guys are liking this view. But if there's things you want me to try to change, like the size of the picture-in-picture and stuff like that, I can play with that in the future too. Hey, Steve. Well, hey, good luck tonight at Bob's. Hey, Douglas, welcome back, man. Hey, Dell. Hey, Paul. And it looks good. Okay, cool. No, that's what that's what I'm asking, guys. Because like I said, this is, yeah. Thank you, Dell, for you and the family showing up tonight, man. Appreciate it. Um, like I said, that's the reason why I did it on a Tuesday night, and so this gives me an option for something to do maybe on a Saturday night. Oh yeah, I can adjust that with the moving the camera around, which I'm sure I was doing with stuff. But since I'm only running the red lane, but yeah, no, for race nights, that's another thing I want to be able to do, because you're getting a lot more of the track. You're only missing about 4.5 feet of it right now, but at least you're seeing the bulk of the 8 feet. Hey, well, and thank every 25 people that came back, or if you didn't come back and just happened to stumble on it, I appreciate it. So tonight, what I thought I would do is run some Super 7s, and obviously I've already ran the Mustang around the track a couple of times. That's good. And I've made 270 plus laps today since I got the track running and got all the cameras set up and did all that stuff. So what I thought I would do is work my way up on Super 7s, and then unless I see Monty, and then if I see Monty, I'm going to run his silver package, Tyco, and make sure that it passes the test so that I can get that chipped off to him. And he was here earlier, so Monty, if you're here, if you can, buddy, try to comment in and let me know that you're back, and then that way I can do your car. Hey, there he is. All right. Thank you, Monty. Well, let's start off with Monty's car. So, just like I did with the others, you can see here, got it all bagged up, and just like Jim and Randy showed on their videos, and thank you both for showing the cars off. I appreciate that. I hope you have a lot of fun with them. I noticed Jim went right back with a Porsche 908, which is a good call. All right, Douglas, how did it run? Hopefully, shout out to everybody that's in the line of the storms. Like I mentioned to Adam when we spoke earlier, like about a couple hours ago, Oklahoma's going to get hit first, and then it's heading for Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky. So it's some pretty nasty stuff. So first and foremost, everybody be safe. So just like I did with all the others, I'm going to put some of the black gold on it. Oh, there it is. I have to stretch one way and look at the camera. There we go. Black gold. And then I'll oil it. Then I'll slap the body on it. And we'll see if we can't get it to run in the 440s, 430s. Hopefully quicker, because every car that I've built so far has been quicker than my designated time. And those of you that bought auction cars and haven't gotten an invoice, I apologize, but the storms messed up my internet yesterday. Part of the over 4 hours of fun I had on my day off of being on the phone. So now that it's back, they'll go out tonight after I have dinner. So I apologize for the delay. Alright, I got the black gold on there. Let me oil it up. Because all I did was test this with the battery after I built it. And like I said, if it don't run like I want it to run, then I'll rebuild it and go get another one. So the proof's in the pudding right off the bat. Or I live and die by the sword. And sometimes parts just don't work like they're supposed to. So here's I'm going to hold it up here and see what the camera's showing me. There we go. This one's Monty's chassis with Steve's custom aluminum rims with the silver package. That looks pretty good, guys. I'm impressed with that picture, to be quite honest. Hey, Todd. Yeah, I was catching you playing some Donkey Kong. I just can't comment, guys. I don't have no internet on my phone, and it takes me days to download a picture. Oh, well, we're good to a good start. It changed tones. Oh, here we go, breaking in. All right, Monty. Here we go. Ah. Ah. Come on, man. Ooh. I've got my controller set up funky, so I'm giving it part throttle and then giving it full throttle, so that's my bad. Well, I'll be damned. Well, Monty, I'm sorry I keep crashing your car. If it don't do something better here in just a second, I'll pull another chassis out. Because something's acting funky monkey. See, you keep wanting to stop right there. Oh, I wonder what that's it. Yeah. All right. Well, give me just a second. Let me go get another car for Monty. I've got him in the other room. I'm going to have to work on that one. Hey, like I said, that's the dangers of building a car and testing it for the first time on live YouTube. But here we go. We'll go with car number 2. Let me do the same thing to it. Sorry about the delay. I'm trying to keep my dog out of here too so she doesn't trip and stumble over all the cords. And that's why I built more than one chassis. Actually, I got 4 of them. All right, well, take 2. So back-to-back 437s. That's better. Yay, Scott redeemed himself. There you go, Monty. I'll get him bagged back up. And this one's yours. Sorry about the first one, but hey, that's why I test them before they go away. So now you know it runs. And you got a runner too, man. It ran back-to-back 430s within 4 laps. That's pretty good. Oh, no problem, man. Those are 440s, Mark. Smooth sailing. Well, if you ever decide you want to blow the doors off another car on the track, you'll have one that you can do it to. And I found a body for you, so I'm going to surprise you with that. You're not going to get to see that live. these are the 440 tires, Mark, from Hardin Creek that Steve uses on his rims. Just you as you. I mean, they don't. So, I mean, this is in high def. You'll be able to see. I mean, here I'm trying to see. There we go. Get it up here. I'm trying to. Yeah, well, there it goes. It's trying to focus. There it goes. Well. Anyway, what I'm trying to show you is there's no scrape marks on the bottom of the chassis at all on my track. And so I'd have figured on your track, there we go, see, yeah, there's no scrape marks. Plenty of room. That's something you'd have to, we'll have to get with Steve on. Oh yeah. Monty, if you haven't checked out both of Matt's channels, you definitely need to go by and subscribe. He's got some serious artwork going on. That's what caught my eye with his original is Hot Wheel Racing. That's what got me to his channel. Oh yeah, I guess, well, I didn't. Oh, here it is. I didn't plan on all these tough questions, Mark. Yeah, I got a tire gauge here. Let me see what. I don't know what size his front hubs are. They're actually pretty big. I mean, it won't even go in the 384 front tire hole. And the lowest rear tire is a 420, and it's got a little bit of play. So they're fairly tall. I'm guessing like a 410, maybe 4.0. .405, yeah, then maybe that, yeah. Try 375. Oh, that's way too small. Yeah, I'm guessing like 405, yeah, 40, yep, somewhere in there. If Steve shows up, we'll grab him. Well, if anybody sees Steve Petrish in the chat, be sure and have him help us out here. I just remember the last week when I did this, Mark, that he mentioned those, and you said maybe try some of the albinos on it. But I think it runs pretty good with those Hardin Creeks on it. But Monty, you got your runner, buddy, and it's going to be a looker too once you add the body on it. .405, yep, okay, yep, that makes sense. Oh yeah, Steve, yeah, you've been there, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's very badass. All right, no, good questions, guys. If you have more questions like that, like Mark, I was just teasing him. He knows that. If you guys have questions on anything that you see me running tonight, you just got to let me know. And I'm trying to read the chat way over here because the OBS software, I've got it the way it's set up. I don't have the YouTube chat on here, so I'm having to look at my computer, work computer. Hey, Rich. I saw you made a video, buddy, but I haven't had a chance to watch it tonight, but I will watch it on the TV. And just so you do know, I did have a a marathon of Rich's Slot Car Room on this afternoon. I hit play all on my TV, and I actually went back so far in your archives on the play all that you were actually thanking your good buddy in Canada. So I just to throw that out there. Yeah, yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Mr. Cowbell himself. Yep, he was actually thanking him. I rolled laughing when I heard that. Literally, like, you know how it says laugh out loud? I laughed out loud. That's old. Yep. I told you I had it on play all. I do that to everybody's channel when I get the chance. Helps everybody's views. Like I said, I've done that to Adam, with all his lives and stuff. I watched everybody spending money. Watched him and everybody race. Mark, been trying to catch up with yours. You're just a YouTube ninja. But anyway, I thought that was funny. I'm glad you joined in tonight, buddy, because I wanted to let you know that I was appreciating that, and I got a good chuckle out of it whenever that video popped up, and I thought I'd share. But don't delete it, because you thanked me too. So, I'm just saying. So anyway, I thought I would try I'll clear out the times, and then we'll throw on the Escort with the Super 7 body, and I thought I'd do just a little comparison to show you. This one's bone stock, and then I've got another Super 7 that I've got albinos on the Dale Jarrett Lifelike Quality Care Taurus. So if you want to know, the nickname I've got for this one is called Money Bull. And I haven't thought of one for my Escort yet, but I will. Once upon a time, there was no drama. Yep, once upon a time. Back in the day, Mark. All right, so here I go. I'm going to clear it all off because theoretically, I think I've set these cars up in the order of speed. But that was after I already had some, before I had some fun with Eddie. So here we go. Paid Escort. I like it, Keith. Oh, yeah. Well, it's a rally Escort, and I like your theme. Oh, yeah, we got to work on that. I like it. Paid Escort. Yeah, I'm just going to stick with that. Thank you, Keith. All right, that's pretty good for the Escort. All right, so Keith gave me a new name for the Escort, the Paid Escort. So thank you, Keith. That's awesome. I like that. Look, you can see the oil got sprayed up on the inside of the windshield. That's pretty funny. Obviously, the Paid Escort's a dirty girl. She's a little oily. Bleeder, heater core during the race. Yeah, well, that would be an Escort thing, so. I mean, in real life. So that might be it. So once again, this is I mean, not the same chassis obviously, because the Escorts is still there, but it's another Super 7, and the only thing that I've done is just to, hopefully I don't embarrass myself, to show you that if you put the same chassis, some different tires on it, and a different body that has a lower center of gravity, how much better your car will run. So let's see if I can't beat a 419. That's a pretty good number for a Super 7, but we'll see. She got seal tones up top. No, it's got whatever those Auto World hard ass. Yeah, you wouldn't want to put those things on anything, I'll tell you that, but yeah. You guys can actually see it now a little better. I can look at the camera, man. This is awesome how clear this is. So this is Dead Man's Corner. this is the one that usually gets everybody. And that's mini Dead Man's because it's just the next radius size up from these. So 3, 6, 9, 12. I believe is how it goes. These cars drive completely different with the different bodies, and it's you're trying to push it. Well, I got close to the 419. I got a 429 and a 428, but obviously the Escort's a runner. Obviously the Money Bull is making me look like a big liar. It obviously depends on your chassis too. 6, 9, 12, 15. I don't think I have any 15-inch, but it might be. Rob, it's a 69.5 feet total. From based on the whatever the corner size says, whatever the track length says, that's how I added it all up. Well, the Money Bull may get a park on the bench, and the Escort may get the honors of being the fast Super 7. Yeah, because I can't drive him worth a crap compared to the Escort. Well, dang it. I was trying to get into the threes. Didn't make it, but I got close. The heater core. Well, obviously I was able to push the Money Bull a little harder once I got used to the rhythm for this body compared to that body. But now what we're going to do is we're going to break out Eddie, which is by far the fastest Super 7 I have on my track. And if you remember the last time I ran Eddie, I crashed him within like 3 laps and bent a shoe really bad. So he's been to Scott's House of Racing repair shop, and he's got him a couple of new shoes on him. And I'm going to put some black gold on him, some oil him up, and we're going to let him hit the track. And we're going to see how deep into the threes we can get Eddie. And thank you again, Mark, for the awesome car. Because I've been playing with him earlier, and I didn't do any of this other stuff, and I know what it ran, so I'm curious to see how much better it runs. So right now the Money Bull has the lap time for the night. But that's getting ready to change. Alright, so once again, it's kind of cool. You guys can't even see my face because of the way that picture-in-picture is, so I don't have to worry about looking pretty. Because it will never be a success story. Scott's Iffy Lube. Iffy, not Jiffy. Oh. Best escort ever. Yeah, Keith. Well, if that was that kind of escort, I'd be all about it. But I'm no Richard Gere, and I don't have his money, so that'll never happen. Oh, no, you hit my Mare Mountain, Sweet Jane Mountain Dew truck. That's a bad Eddie. Bad Eddie. But good Eddie on the track. 336. That's humping it, boys. What I was thinking, giving that car away. Mountain don't not do. Yeah, exactly. Bad Eddie. Good Eddie on the track. Bad Eddie off the track. Did you send me a gremlin, Mark? You guys remember that old movie? Add water, they multiply. I took him to Scott's Iffy Lube, and I can tell you right now. Okay, so just so you know, the fastest I ran earlier today with him was in the 340s, and so just adding that gear lube is all I did different, because I did oil the motor and the front and the rear axles before I ran it. But all I did was add the black gold, and it picked up roughly around a tenth on its best time. But Honestly, what time is it? Oh hell yeah, I haven't been on that long. It's actually working for a change, and I want to take advantage of the kick-ass picture we got going on and the setup we got. So let's see if I can't bust this thing into the 320s. I'll give it a few laps, and if I'm just abusing the car and crashing it, or if I bend another shoe. And obviously, I did okay work, Mark. It's all evened out. So. It's the driver. Oh, that's funny. Oh no. $350s? Eddie must have not liked me talking shit about him. Mark's already thinking about how to make it faster. Yeah, Mark, if you want me to send it back to you, make it faster, I'm just afraid you'd never send it back. That's my fear. So obviously, guys, if this is the first time you're ever watching, sorry if I didn't give a breakdown. This is Snake Hill Speedway. The hard parts on my track are dead man's, junior dead man's, anything that's flat, because almost half of my track is completely banked, and so it's about a 50-50 split of banked and flat, and so it's hard to get your brain wrapped around. You can't go that fast around a flat corner right after you just hauled ass off of banks. So that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. I'm just running consistently in the 350s. Every time I push it early, I'm crashing. Gear pressure. That was a good lap too. Well, finally got down in the 330s again. Almost as my fastest lap, tied the fastest lap. Patrick, I use the red lane just because it's the most extreme, because it goes from the outside and the inside the most, and my track's about a 50-50. So I'm trying to use the longest lane possible to try to get a lap time. I can go faster in the other middle two lanes, and sometimes I can really break out a lap in the yellow lane if I can navigate Dead Man's Corner really fast. But I like to time in the red lane because, like I said, it's the most outside lane on a majority of the high-speed part of the track. And it's all, and then the other part is I've always just done it there, so all my times that I base stuff on would have to change if I didn't. Hey now. Piece barriers work for more than one reason. They look good and they function. And they're durable. They take a licking and keep on ticking. Well, I'll be. The place to make up the most time on my track is that corner right there. So that's the one I keep trying to push. A couple of them, but that's the main one. Alright, I'm going to give it another 5 laps and see if I can't beat that 336.1. I have ran a 336.8, so I've been close to it again, so it wasn't a fluke. Yeah, and there's one of the others. Snake Hill, the namesake of the track. Alright. Well, I'm tired of crashing Eddie. So Eddie's got the crown right now at 336, and he should probably hang on to it for at least 1 or 2 more cars, probably. I don't know that my Vipers are going to go that fast. They're bone stock with hard bodies. So, awesome car, Mark. I'm glad to see I got it running again up to its full potential. And I appreciate it, as always. And I name all the cars I race, and so this one, in case you guys didn't know, is Eddie because of his the theme of Eddie Van Halen's guitar. So pretty cool, man. Thank you. I drive worse the harder I try. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Mark. That's it right there. Whack a wall. Yep. Yeah. A little different than whack-a-mole, but yeah, you get the point. When you got other people watching you, yeah, it's a whole different ball game. But it was just me and the dogs. It was a-okay. So the next one I'm going to run is what I consider one of my slow Vipers, if there is such a thing. And that's not because anything's wrong with the chassis. It's just because of the high center of gravity with the body, believe it or not. And if you missed it, this is one of the Auto World Mustangs. That is their I-wheels for that year or whatever, and that's why it's that pearl white. But I did upgrade the Viper with some of Steve's custom aluminum rims, and it's not an independent front, but yeah, it is. It's an independent front end, so yeah, everything's independent. So there's the only modification, but the chassis itself is bone stock. The magnets are the same. Nothing's been tweaked at all. The end bell's been the very same way as it was with the Viper. And if you ask me, Steve's rims on this thing, badass. Looks cool. I'm taking it to Iffy Lube real quick. I'm going to see if there's a crowd of people I can peel out when I leave. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's it. That's the way it works, Mike. Yeah, nobody watching me. I can rip around laps all day long. Put me on YouTube or around a bunch of buddies when I'm trying to show off, and I turn into the crash monster. Oh. You should be able to see this car fairly well when it's actually on the track and I'm not crashing. Yeah, see? I told you guys Mark's car ran really good, man. That Super 7 with that Lexan body and his custom touches. Well, see? Damn it. They drive completely different. It's hard to get used to different chassis. That's why I tried to start with slow ones and work my way into fast ones. .380s. Well, the Mustang normally runs in the 360s, so I'm not going to keep torturing it. But yeah, 360s is about the norm for it. 350s if I get lucky and hit the miracle lap. So I call this one Pearl for obvious reasons. So as any of you know that, like Mark I'm sure does, whenever you're racing your cars, or even if it's just with your buddies, sometimes if you're in the middle of a race and you crash and you don't have time to like last week fix a shoe or whatever in the middle of a race, and you don't want to make everybody wait, just have a backup car ready to go. Well, this is one of my backup cars, and this one's the one I call the Flash, and it's basically a stock Viper with albino tires, and as you can see it's been crashed and lost its rear end already. But that's the only change that I made on it was albino tires. So let's see if I can't get it to stay on the track a little better. Hey Rick, there you are. Be safe, Manny. Be safe, buddy. Golly, can't even talk. Trying to read and talk. Alright, so hopefully you should be able to see the Flash. Now when we get to my racer, this is the one I raced. That's why this body's all beat to hell. But this one's called the Shadow, and it will be hard to see because it's hard for me to see and I'm here. But they should run close to the same times. If I can stay on the damn track. Oh my gosh. Yeah, 350s to 330s is about what Vipers run on my track. So whenever Mark's car popped off the 340 earlier today, I knew as soon as I put some of that black gold on it, it was a done deal to get into the 30s. Hammer time. Oh, that's how you destroy a limited edition GT40 body. You put it on a Viper chassis and crash. Oh yeah, no, I'm sold on those independent front ends. I used to use the solid, just the skinnies, and then lap time wise, the juice was worth the squeeze to me to go to the independent on my silver chassis build. Yeah, see, I told you guys, this car ran run really good. I got into the 340s pretty consistently there for a little bit, and then I crashed. 342. So I'm basically 500s away, 600s away. So that's driver. They've got the stock O-ring, Mark. So one turns, they both turn. So I know the guys that I race with on their Vipers, they put the independent on theirs, and it made it faster. But I don't need to upgrade mine until they can beat me. So yeah, Tom. Yeah, no, this is the backup car. So right now it's running pretty impressive. Yeah, I can get this car into the 330s. I just got to drive it. How much time have we been on here? Okay, yeah, I got time. Unless you guys are bored. Man, so close. Mark can tell you, and anybody with a timing system. If you were bored, you'd stop watching. Cool, well, thanks. Let me see if I can't put some black gold on old Flash here, and let's see if that helps him out any. He had some on him earlier today, but I don't see hardly any of it left. He was part of that 270 laps I ran earlier today. And he's running about like he did. But I want to see if I can get him into the 330s. All right. Maybe if you look. Oh, come on, man. I'm tickling it. I'm tickling it. I'm crashing it. Alright. I'm gonna quit crashing him. I'll pull out the shadow. So 341, 42, somewhere in there. I think that's what it was. 42, 44. I don't know, close enough. But that's just to show you how impressive Mark's build was, and then how much of a difference. Just I wish I had a Lexan body. Well, I've got one. It's called right here. It's called Captain America. We'll run him last just to show you the difference in when you put a Viper with a Lexan body, how much faster it goes. So Mark, stick around, buddy. You're going to see your track record holder again here real quick, because I won't torture my shadow car. So this is once again my runner, very same setup, but this is the one I actually raced, and you'll notice the GT40 body on it's cracked already, and it's lost its ass end, and part of the rear end's gotten broken off, because yeah, it actually gets raced. Yes, Rob, it does. Yep. Good question, and thanks for helping out, Mark. Boom! Good job, Shadow. Looky there, boys and girls. That's a pretty impressive string of laps right there, guys. I'm just saying, 340, 335, 337, 338, 333, 329, 335, 334, 333. Yeah, that'll win you some races. Yeah, it handles it a lot better than the Flash, yeah. And Mayor, have a good night. Thank you for man. Have a good night. Yeah, no, now you guys know why he's my racer, for sure. Um, yeah, he's a beast. And the other guys that I race with have put the Maxi Wing Level 4 traction magnets on theirs with the wings on it, and they've got independent front ends. And I haven't had to do any of that stuff to mine yet. I got the parts, I could. But the only thing I've done is actually just put the albinos on it, and he's a screamer. I'm very happy with him. So, as happy as I am with the 329, that is getting ready to get obliterated if I can drive it. And once again, thank you again, Mark. And if this is your first time seeing this one, guys, this is called, I call it Captain America. This is the one that, once again, that Mark built and was gracious enough to give to me. It's got a modified arm. I've had to change the shoes on it already because I love running this car. It's fun. And it's got a set of Steve's Custom aluminum rims on it. I love this car. And I forgot to reset the minimums for the lap time. I was so busy working with the OBS. But suffice to know, if it goes quicker than 3 seconds, it will pop up the number 5 in front of the number, and you'll know just by watching there's no way that was a 5-second lap, and that's a 2 point whatever that number is. So last time I think I got it down to like a 288 or a 285. So let's see what we can do with old Captain America, see if he's ready to fly tonight. Hey, Slightly Man, thanks for showing up, man. I think they're Four Eyes. I think they're a J-Jap. Mark, if you can correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, America, exactly, Tom. Yep, J-Jap. All right, hey. I'm learning. So you guys tell me, are you guys liking this setup? I mean, is this a good view? I mean, you like the timer being up there? And Rick, those are completely stock. This is the only thing that I've changed on this chassis is the rear tires. Everything's stock, and you can see I put believe these are 420 albinos, and you can see I'm scraping magnet on rail, so I'm about as low as I can go, but I'm not hitting the motor magnet, so I'm doing good. So there's part of the secret sauce is that tire height again. 420 is, I believe, what those are. Looks good. Oh, thank you, Rob. Level 4, yep. Blocks my head. Yeah, that's perfect, Fox. Yeah, no, I've got I purposely picked out my track rails to try to get the ones that were the lowest and most sunk in. I filtered through a lot of track. Yeah, we're gonna bust into the twos easy. Scott's feeling saucy. You're wearing 420 on your Fusions? Wow, that's cool. That lets me know that my track's rails are about the same height as yours, or close. That's encouraging. Have to give it up to AFX. If you go through enough of their track, you can find some good ones. Because all my track is AFX. Cat Crammer's good. Oh, thank you, Slightly Mad. Appreciate that, man. Like I said, we're using, you may have missed earlier, I'm using OBS streaming software, and it's in full 1080p. So if you have the ability to watch in high definition, you should be able to. Let's see if we can't put Captain America into the twos. There it is. So 298, I just ran one. Just like I described it. Man, look at that. 309, 303, 302, 302. Good number. Ford Mustang, by the way. And then the 598 is because I forgot to reset the timer because I was messing with the new software. So that's actually a 298.3. So we just broke 3 seconds on a 69.5 foot track. Pretty impressive. Yeah, Dale, I agree. Thank you, sir. Let's see. I mean, I'm having fun. If you guys are good with it, I'll go for another 25 minutes. I'll go to 9 o'clock my time, 10 o'clock Eastern time. I know there's 31 people watching. I appreciate it. It's Tuesday night. This is like the least amount of viewed time for YouTube on my channel. Hey, G-Bud. So let's see if I can't pop him into the 280 range like I did last week. 288, I think, is what it is. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. I probably am. I'm telling you guys, it's hard to run a 2-second, sub 3-second lap on this track. Obviously, I can run consistent 3.0s, but getting at that extra tenth of a second or half a tenth, 500th, whatever. Hell, I'm 300ths away from getting there. But just getting that 300ths is hard. I'm telling you. No, I haven't changed anything on your car, buddy. I got it. Haven't changed anything except added the oil and the new shoes because I have a habit of crashing and bending Viper shoes. So I buy them by the bundle. Well, now that we've got this figured out, next Monday night I'll throw a set of my 420s on it. I'll drop it down to the same height as what I've got my shadow and flash on. See if we can't stay in the 290 range. That'd be cool. And I'll make sure and remember to update the bias soon. That was a brutal crash. Did you see it climb the hill? .340 front and 424 rears. Okay. Yeah, I've got both of those. Obviously, I loaded up on tires whenever I was doing the Tyco stuff, but whenever we were racing the Vipers, I loaded up on a bunch of that stuff too because I didn't know what was going to work on my track and what wasn't. .301, 302 again. Man, 3010, that's pretty damn close. Sheesh, not to 280, but just to get into the 290s. Your car flies, man, and it's consistent. Oh yeah, no, it's not. I'm not getting the arm tattoo of death here. I mean, it's got some heat, but nothing I feel concerned with. It gets crashed enough and gets to cool off for a second while I clean tires, so I think that's, helping it out, is my bad driving. Well, here I'll, so here's the flat corner, and then the track starts banking, and so it banks all the way in this first corner, banks over there. The track's banked all the way around, comes into a full bank there, and then it comes flat, dead man's, and then it comes back into a bank, and then flat up the Snake Hill with another flat before you start back over. So about, like I said, about 50%. More like 60-40 probably is banked and versus flat. I wanted a fast track. So just so you guys know, from this point right here, let me see where if you guys can see. So from right here, I'm literally as quick as I think I can get on the trigger without it flipping this way. That's why you see this foam. There's going to be clear barriers here eventually, but you know, in progress. So I try to floor it from right here, and then I don't let off until I get all the way over here, somewhere in here. And then I navigate the flat stuff, and then the other part, why you see me crashing over here, is because I'm trying to gun it out of this corner and mat it to the next bank. So I can keep it wide open from there all the way up until right in here before I have to slow down for the snake hill. So a good car can go wide open for quite a ways on my track. There it is. Wow, look at there. That's a 290 with a 5. And that, my friends, is where we're going to stop that bad boy. That is cooking. Wow. Almost a 280. Almost as close as you can get. 6005 equals 2900. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, Monty, this is the fastest car, and I don't think I'm going to be able to build a Tyco that can beat it, but I'm going to try. Because I do have some Lexan body Tycos. But these have been set up for non-mag racing, so I need to get some chassis set up for magnet racing. But you can see they have the brass weights in them instead of traction magnets, and then someone custom. These are the kind of tires like what Mark runs on his cars. These are pricey because they wear out really fast and you have to replace them. But so I'm going to build some chassis with some different arms. That's why I was selling those others, so I could get some money together so I could buy some different arms so I could start trying to get these together. Oh, nice. But can't be held responsible for track damage. Well, I like a good challenge, Mark. Well, I don't know if Adam's already fallen asleep yet. I haven't seen him in the chat for a while, but just like Mark, he was kind enough to send me one of the Pro Tinker Toy Hardin Creek Slot Car Central exclusive Ford GT40s. And if you guys haven't seen one of these things in person, they're beautiful. They're awesome looking. And as you can see, we're getting ready to witness the very first laps this car's ever made in its life on my track. I just opened it up. So, Adam, if you're still here, thank you. And if you get to watch this later, thank you. I appreciate it, buddy. And believe it or not, I am going to buy another Viper chassis just so I have the third backup for the racers. And this is going to be one of my running racing cars, kind of like This is a limited edition from Nitro Hobbies. They got a gold one I'm going to get, so I can have that one. So I've already got a name for it. I'm not going to give it out yet, but haven't got a name for this one yet. Don't know quite yet what to call it, but let's put him on the track and see how embarrassingly slow it is compared to what we just ran. Oh yeah, Tom Patrick, those things are nice, man. I'm telling you right now, there's only 3,000 of these bad boys made, and they are limited production. And when they're gone, they're gone. And I know I've got two because one's on my wall and I've got one in my hand. And I know Mark's Slot Car Garage has one. I know Adam has one. So, you know, if you want one to hang and want one to get out, if you can afford it, I would definitely suggest two of them because, yeah, this car, getting it out, even though this is in high definition, the camera's not doing it the justice that it deserves in person because it's a sparkly color. It's beautiful. Plus, it's the only GT40 that doesn't have a number on it. So, another reason why you want to collect it. You got two yourself. See, Mark, you know something good when you see it. All right. Hey, Carl, thanks for showing up, man. Sorry I missed you earlier. And thank you for joining and reaching out. Carl's one of the newest members to the channel. Everyone give him a round of applause. Thank you, man. Sorry I missed you, like I said earlier. And I've got your stickers mailed out. And a couple of people asked for stickers, and I've got them mailed out, but I haven't heard back if they've gotten them or not. One person did, but I don't know about the other two, so we'll see about the Postal Service. But here we go. So here's the limited edition Pro Tinker Toys Slot Car Central Hardin Creek exclusive GT40s maiden voyage on Snake Hill Speedway. And he crashes on the second turn. Yeah, it don't have the downforce of a Viper, obviously. And like I mentioned, this is where I try to gun it, so that's why I keep crashing there. And oh no, we probably put the first scratches on my brand new car. Nope, got lucky. Wow, boy, crawling. Oh, yeah, Mark. I really should have started with this one is what I should have done. Because this is, I'm not trying to embarrass the car, but I'm having a hard time adjusting my throttle. Yeah, see, I just literally flew off the bank corner. So the factory tires on this car have a lot to be desired. I'll put it that way right off the bat. So it's probably a good thing that the Viper chassis is going underneath this bad boy. Didn't even check to see. Let's give it the old wobble test. Oh, well. We've got one little bend in one hub and one little bend in another hub, and both front tires are wobbly. Yeah. She would definitely be a cruiser, not a racer. Yeah, exactly. Zim, yeah, exactly. And Mike, thank you for showing up, buddy. That's probably part of the reason why I can't floor it going through those bank corners is because it vibrates itself right off the track. Yeah, see, that was me gunning it. That was wide open and it can't stay on the track. And just to show you that those wobbly rims do make a difference, I'm going to put the Mustang on here, and I told you how I drive it. I start by trying to go wide open as quick as I can from right here all the way around till I get over to right in here. So the Mustang can do that. now that I say that, it's going to crash, but normally it does that. There we go. I'll rephrase. See, that was me crashing because I was coming off a wide open. So yeah, that's how you normally crash, on flat corners, not on banks. Yeah, see, Scott can't drive. Yeah, see, there we go. So, non-wobbly tires and rims on a high center of gravity car versus a low center of gravity car with wobbly tires and rims. How's that looking on the camera? Yeah, see how much taller that Mustang is than that GT40? There's no way that GT40 should be running slower. No way. But if you don't have straight tires and rims, wobble, wobble, wobble. Oh well. It's a good looking body anyway, and I didn't buy it to race the chassis. I bought it so I could use the body underneath another Viper. And just to give you an idea what that will change it to. So you can see just adding the Viper chassis, and it's going to drop it down quite a bit. And it's obviously going to run a lot better than that, because there's no way, like I said, a bone stock high center of gravity Mustang should be outrunning that thing bone stock. No way. I'm glad it does, because it's a Mustang, but that's fantasy land. That, in reality, this thing should smoke it. The GT40 is a 1.5. Patrick. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, Michael. Yep. Thank you. Yeah, I was gonna say, Rob. There's the crappy part too. Is it's got the painted the knockoffs on the rims are painted the same color as the body is, so it matches. Like I said, it's a good looking car. Ain't no doubt in that. And it's going to run as good as it looks as soon as I get another Viper underneath it, trust me, because that's what's going underneath it. That way, when I get the gold version of this one from Nitro Hobbies, they've got a gold version, then I'll have 4 of them. And then if I'm so inclined, everybody that comes over that doesn't have their own car, I'll have something that they could race. And I know it'll be competitive because I try to do them all the same in case I need a backup car. Oh yeah, Jim, I can't wait. Whenever I get a Viper chassis underneath it, I'll be reaching out to Steve to see about getting some more of his rims like this so that I can upgrade the Viper chassis with some looks, because I think some of his rims on this body will look badass personally. Pardon my French to any young ears. Hey, no problem, Monty. Yeah, it's about 5 minutes, 4 minutes till. Here, let me swing the camera around here. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the new streaming software. I hope it wasn't too boring watching me run some laps. I had a blast. Next Monday night, barring any storm damage, first, like I said, everybody be safe the rest of this week, especially like Rick tonight in Oklahoma, Matt and Danny down in Arkansas, and anybody else east. You know, like I said, these storms are heading your way. So be safe tonight. But next Monday night, I'll get the the Visu lap timer set up to where it will go down to 2 seconds, and that way, no matter what lap time I run, it should be able to pull up, because I don't think there's any way in hell any car is going to run quicker than 2 seconds around my track, because I couldn't drive it even if it could. But long story short, we'll be doing that so we can get an official fastest lap time with Mark's build, the one I call Captain America, because like I said, we saw it run the 6005, and that tells me that it bumped down into the 280s and ran, so or the 290s, so that's really fast. So I want to get an accurate time before I crash it too much and have to work on it some more, or send it back to Mark and never see it again. But Monty, I hope you're happy with your chassis. And just to remind everybody, I do have 4 of those available left. The last 4 silver package wide pan, available with level 4, level 8, and then the silver package on top of that with Steve's custom aluminum rims. If you're interested, reach out and let me know. If you did not get your invoice from auction stuff last Saturday night, I apologize. Give me an hour to have some dinner, feed the dogs, take care of them, and those invoices will go out tonight. So, guys, I hope you had as much fun as I did. I really wish it wasn't so late for me that I had to stop now so I could keep playing, but, you know, life, you know, food, dogs, dinner, you know, things like that getting in the way. But I had fun tonight. Hope you guys did too. I think I'm going to keep trying to use this OBS streaming software since it's in high def. It looks great on my work computer, so hopefully it looks great on a large screen TV or on a phone too. So you know, if you guys have some suggestions on it and you're familiar with it, leave them in the comments or reach out to me and let me know, because I'm always trying to make the show better for everybody. I hope you guys like the fact that you could see the lap timer at the same time and had it small enough but still clear enough you could follow along even if you couldn't see the car going around the track. So guys, thank you again. Don't work too hard the rest of the week. Don't forget to go by and check out my buddy Adam tomorrow night. He's got his show. He made a post. He's got a new time tomorrow night. So go by and check that out. Don't miss him. You'll see me there. Then Thursday night we have ProTicketToys.com, ProTicketToys.com, auction night and race night. And then if you're so inclined, you can also go by and check out Kenton at HO Slot Cars and Trains and pimp your layout. I'm not sure if anybody's doing anything live on Friday, but I know I'm going to be back on Saturday for Slot Car Saturday Night Live. We're going to finish off the second half of Danny's cars, auction those off, sell anything as far as the silver package chassis if anybody wants those. And then we've got the big giveaway thanks to Mike as his way of saying thank you to the channel members. So here's your chance to join the channel like Carl did and get into that exclusive part of that giveaway this coming Saturday to have your chance to win one of 2 cars there, and then win a chance of one of 4 cars on the subscriber side, because we're giving away 6 cars this Saturday night. So if you're able, try to join in. Guys, take care. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Bye-bye.